Man, I'm just ready to jump in this episode 18 like Bill Cosby and Bill Clinton and one of the victims.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I didn't get that one.
You talking about that sleepy juice? Sleepy juice?
The sleepy time juice.
Now you see.
You talking about that? You talking about that go away money?
You talking about that hush hush?
That hush money?
That hush money? You
see
about leave me alone before Hillary Clinton puts a hit on that bitch?
You see a debate last night?
I did.
Was it the most absurd shit you've ever seen?
I thought Trump handled himself fairly well.
He had the one-liners. I think Trump had the one-liners last night.
He had the truthful liners.
Yeah,
especially the one where Hillary's like, "Aren't we glad we don't have someone like him running?" the
country. He's like, "Cause you'd be in jail.
Cause you'd be in jail.
Cause you'd be in jail."
Oh, we got Donald Trump right here.
This is very true.
Let me hear your best Donald Trump impression.
My best Donald Trump impression. Let's see. I'm a winner. I've always been a winner. They know that. People know that. I fucked up, man. I used to do a pretty good Donald Trump impression, but I forgot why I fucking fell off. I don't know. I couldn't keep up with it anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Anyway, I saw a fucking debate.
Believe me, yeah.
What?
Believe me.
What?
Believe me, I'm Donald Trump. Listen to me. Everything I touch turns into gold. Okay. As a matter of fact, one time I touched gold and it turned into gold. Don't ask me how, but it's true. You can ask anybody. It's fantastic.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
Check out sex tape. Check out my sex tape.
Check out my sex tape. Bill Clinton's not in it.
Thank God. So, did you see a couple hours before the debate? Trump had a press conference.
Yeah.
With all the women.
Yeah.
That allegedly accused Bill Clinton of rape or sexual harassment. Yeah. Did you see the press conference?
I didn't see the press conference, but
this
I saw
is
the thing on the news about it.
This is the craziest shit I've ever seen because I never saw the first debate, but the way people were describing it, I'm like, it couldn't be that bad. Like, I thought Donald Trump was going to come prepared, but he really didn't have anything to say as much as just repeat stuff back and forth.
Check out this meme I just made.
Hold up. You just made it?
But I agree, though. Then those victims were also at the debate.
Yeah, some of them were. That one girl, she was 12 years old, that Hillary Clinton was a defense attorney for the rapist. Yeah. And got him off. She was laughing about it. Because she knew he had committed the crime, but he got him like fucking 12 months in jail, some shit. Something ridiculous. And
it's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be our next president of the United States.
Hillary?
One of those two. I was a big Trump supporter early on. I want to say he has some kind of plan if he gets in office. Now, not so much. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is ridiculous to say.
I'm surround myself with the best, the brightest.
Let's hope. Because if not,
hey, it can't be any worse than we fucking got now.
It can't. I mean, I wouldn't mind another Obama staying in office, honestly.
Huh?
I wouldn't mind Obama staying in office, honestly. It's worse than Hillary. Hillary would be 100 times worse. I mean, maybe I can see.
No, you're gonna get the same.
I mean, now I'm seeing. I mean, what are the chances of Trump actually winning?
Here's the problem. This is my Barack Obama president.
That's a terrible Barack Obama.
Okay, hold on. Let me get into it. Okay.
Yeah.
You see, here's the problem. Okay. Donald Trump thinks he has the answer to everything, but he doesn't. Listen to me.
Spit it out. That's it. I don't know, man. This whole thing seems surreal to me. I'm like, this is honestly the best that fucking United States has to offer, and it's kind of scary. And it just goes to show you this two-party system is flawed. I'm not even a big fan of Gary Johnson, honestly, man. So I'm probably gonna move to Costa Rica here pretty soon. So you'll be hearing the Beat Down Podcast, a Latino pretty soon after in about a year or two. I need to brush up on my Spanish because I'm terrible. El Beat Downo. Because I'm terrible on my Spanish. But anyway, let's move on. Fuck politics. They're the worst. You see the Cowboys game?
Of course.
How they look, man.
They look fucking
on
unreal.
point.
Unreal.
That's crazy, dude.
And you know what I love about it?
What's that?
The fact that we got 2 rookies that are running that offense, pretty much.
Yeah.
That offense runs through 2 rookies.
And Dak is a natural leader.
And yeah.
Dak is a natural leader.
You know what the fucked up part about it, the whole thing is? That Jerry Jones still saying that Tony Romo is the number 1 quarterback of the team.
I mean, if Romo comes back, he starts. It's just how it works.
Right.
It's just how it works, man.
I don't like it.
How does can Romo stay healthy? Is the main part? You know what I mean?
2 quarters.
Because let's be honest. Here's my idea. Here's my thought process. I think he's scheduled to come back after their bye week, which is like in the end of October or something like that, right? They were scheduling him to come back. He comes in, he wins a game, or if he's losing the game, he can just go down flop with an injury. People won't fucking know the difference, and boom, you get Dak back in. That way, everybody wins. You can say that Romo's a starter, but then he got hurt, and now Dak's back in and take care of business.
You think Tony ever went down because he had hurt feelings?
I doubt it.
I don't doubt it.
You don't doubt it? What do you mean? Hurt feelings by what do you mean?
About anything. You think if Tony Romo's so fucking injury prone that if I hurt his feelings, that bitch would
he
probably
might go down
and be like, oh, you know what? Hey, Tony's out 4 to 6 weeks because he got butt hurt.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's a good question. We should ask him next time we see him.
Next time I see Tony, I will ask him.
Yeah. So man, we had UFC 204 this weekend.
UFC 204 at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Motherfuckers were fighting at 4 or 5 in the morning because they're trying to.
This took place in Manchester.
To us. Yeah,
it took place in Manchester.
So motherfuckers in England got the short end of the stick, showing up to the fight like at 4 a.m. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. But
oh well, I don't really see a difference though. What do you think that's? I mean, I've never fought at 4 a.m. before, but I can only imagine the nerves of you waking, knowing you got to fight at any time, is gonna rile you up. I don't see why whether it's day or night will.
Well, what Hendo and what Bisping did. So this is the Bisping versus Henderson rematch for the middleweight title.
Yeah.
What Hendo and them did basically is they accustomed their entire sleep schedule to like it was the paper
the exact
opposite
opposite.
9.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like our time. So they were on a different sleep schedule completely to what we would be like here, except they had to fight it over there different time. But so they were all sleeping during the day. You know what I mean? So they had to alter their hour by.
That's what I'm saying. Like would it? I mean, again, I've never done it before. I wouldn't think it would make a difference unless you were jet lagged. But again, I don't know, man. I've never been jet lagged before, honestly. So, did you ever hear that interview with Frank Mir? How he doesn't warm up or anything before his fights? Yeah, he just goes out and fight because he tries to get the most. Yeah, what an idiot.
Hey Frank, did you see a Brock Lesnar fight? For sure, he should warm up.
For sure, warm up, bro.
I love.
But he wants to, like, I guess, be in the most natural state of a real fight. So he's, you're not in a real street fight. You're not gonna warm up. I mean, I'll warm up for sure. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, sir. Yeah, I know you want to get.
Sir, I gotta get my stretches.
Are you gonna be in the bar in 30 minutes? I gotta go outside and hit some pads real quick.
There was a joke. I forgot where it was.
You gonna be here, so I'm gonna grab my gear.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but who said the joke? But they were like, how boxing is so crazy. How one guy would say, I can fucking beat you up, but I need about 6 months to train first. I need about 6 weeks to train, and then we're gonna meet up back and forth and talk about what we're gonna do to each other, and then meet up another 2 weeks from then and fight each other that night. So I thought that was pretty funny, but that's essentially what fucking boxers do. Yep. New rule, if I had a fucking federation, it would just, my own boxing commission, it would just be fighting. Like, so okay, I want these 2 guys to fight, and they're gonna fight that day. They have no training, no fucking time to go run. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Fight that day.
Fight that day. You come in, sign contract, you fight the next day, I would say.
So what about making weight? You'd have no weight classes?
You would have to base the fighters on I would have no weight cuts. So it'd be, so if you naturally in between this, I would say a 10-pound difference. So if you're 155, you can be no lighter than 146 and no heavier than 165 at a certain point. And then I would say you would have to be around the same weight at 160, 162 around there.
That's a 20-pound weight difference.
Or was that a 10? No. Yeah. So
10 on each side.
Never mind. So I would go anything between 165 to 155.
Okay.
That's a weight class.
Okay.
Because fucking 5 pounds. Because 5 pounds, but you can't cut weight. So you will be naturally fighting at 155 or 165er to 155er.
So fucking odd.
Is it odd? I mean, but you get people that are cutting down from for 145 from 160. So obviously you would be fighting at 160. You wouldn't come down to 145 at that point.
I get it, but it's so odd to think that you would sign a contract and then the next day there'd be no build-up. You'd make no money. It'd be like, that bitch is fought. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Man, they talk shit in the hallway. They were talking shit in the hallway. They signed a contract. Boom. Next day they'd be fighting. Hey, where'd they fight? Pan Am, America.
I would say maybe a week.
Pan Am.
Okay, we do a week promotion.
They fought in the gym. Like they just
gym wars.
We cleared out the Saragossa recreational park.
I just find it interesting how Conor was like, I train for all. Here's a prime example. Conor say, I train for all styles. You know, that's what happened when he fought Chad Mendez. He wasn't training for a wrestler. He was training for Aldo. Who was it? Aldo, right? Yeah. Aldo. So he was training for a striking fight. So the takedowns weren't there. Also, he had a knee injury. So apparently that's why he was getting taken down so easy, like pretty much at will. And it's also the first time he fought an actual wrestler. But he was saying that I train for any fight, so I don't train any in particular. So he takes his fight with Diaz, loses because he wasn't expecting to fight Diaz, and then the next fight camp he specifically just trains for Diaz to win that specific fight, no other fight.
Right.
So it's kind of like, which one is it?
Well,
can you fight me? Can you fight me any way, or can you just fight me in this certain way? You know what I'm saying?
You know, if he did this, Greg Jackson would not have a job.
Yeah, probably not. But I mean, I found it different. I think it's different than that. I think it's a strategy, more as of just pertaining to one fighter. I think because what's most fighters. I mean, you can always just don't get hit by the right hand. Speaking of the right hand, we'll talk about the right hand soon. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm rambling now, but you know what I'm saying? Like random fighting, no fucking almost zero preparation. Let's use best skill. Maybe I'm fucking crazy.
I'll talk nuts, man.
I'll talk to Joe Rogan about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Think that over.
We'll set
Joe Rogan wants one fight in a fucking football field.
Yeah, he wants fighting in the football field. I just want to fight in a week's notice. That's it.
And he says the reason for that because it's more natural.
Because we fight in football fields.
You want a more natural? Just, you know what? We're gonna do a fake alley.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get an alley. And we're just gonna put trash cans. We're gonna put baseball bats and shit.
Even better, a bar.
Okay.
A fake bar. A fake bar.
We'll put it in the middle of an arena. We'll
put it inside of a ring.
As a matter of fact, the ref will actually be the bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
and
security.
Then the judges will be the bouncers.
Okay. or the people in attendance.
But now you also have to have people in the way. Who's it gonna be?
Innocent bystanders.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, you have to have those people because those affect the outcome of the fight.
What about foreign objects?
You have to. You have
to throw bar stools.
There has to be bar stools. There would have to be bottles.
Oh shit!
There would have to be cue sticks probably if there's a pool table around.
That sounds like a big insurance liability.
Hey, y'all.
This is fighting. This is the fight game.
Fight.
You know what you signed up for.
Or better yet, we can do it in a prison yard and just put like two inmates.
Two inmates. Well, they're not real people anyway.
Whoever wins gets out today. Okay.
Do you kill the guy?
The shit you get.
Do you kill the guy?
Nah.
No.
There's no need for that.
Beat him up.
We'll never get that on. You know, I don't want this on Faces of Death.
Yeah.
I want this shit on YouTube or something.
I'm about that YouTube life.
Yep. So anyway, let's jump into fights now. Enough
stupidest
rambling.
conversation we had.
We spent 15 minutes rambling about shit.
About dumb shit. All right. So we're gonna start off. Stefan Struve fight. Didn't see this fight, so walk me through it, man.
So Stefan Struve fights Daniel. I don't know how to say it. Daniel O. Heavyweight fight. Milankiewicz or something like that.
Who cares?
So powerful heavyweight, really small though. Everyone's really short compared to Stefan Struve.
He's like what, 7? I mean,
fucking 6'11".
6'11", yeah.
Ridiculous. So
Crazy.
Stefan Struve wins this by Darce choke, round second. I think only like the 4th Darce choke in UFC history, and the second in the heavyweight division. Guess what the first one was?
Brendan Schaub. Didn't get a pay bonus for that.
Right, yeah. Surprisingly, he should. Shout out to the boy, Big Brown.
Big Brown.
So he locks it in. Basically, this was Stefan Struve working the distance for a while until he literally got Daniel on the floor.
Yeah.
And then it was just, he went for a few submission attempts in the first round, ground and pounded his ass. Second round, whenever he took him down, it didn't take that very long. About a minute and 20 seconds in.
He's good, man. Those linky jiu-jitsu fighters, man, they're tough, man. When you get them on the ground, they can use their legs and their arms as,
he had
as great leverage. Yeah.
He had his back. He was going for rear naked chokes.
Good luck getting those fucking legs off of you when they're wrapped around you like a fucking anaconda.
I was
Jesus Christ.
Big Brown was like, "Oh, you're 7 foot for sure. Get a body triangle."
Yeah. You could have easily put that foot around, got the triangle. Fun fact, man. Stefan Struve has a win over the current heavyweight champion.
Yep.
Stipe Miocic, TKO victory.
Yeah, he has a TKO victory over Stipe.
It just goes to show you, man. Stipe just been on Stefan Struve just been on a bad luck couple weeks. He's a good fighter, man. Obviously, he has good jiu-jitsu and good striking. So I'm interested to see what he's gonna do next in the heavyweight division, man. Who do you think he fights next?
I was thinking about this, and a lot of the heavyweights have recently fought.
Yeah, they just fight each other over and over again.
So you just got Stipe just fought, Werdum just fought, Velasquez, Overeem, Dos Santos. On Mark Hunt already fought him, I think.
Yeah,
he laid him out, but he's out of commission. I mean, who do you really? Travis Brown just fought.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably Travis Brown, but he just got kicked in the fucking face. No. Yeah, well,
the one I would really like to see, honestly, I think it'd be a fun match, is him versus Francis Ngannou.
Who?
Francis Ngannou.
Oh, the French,
the
French guy, yeah,
dude.
Big dude. That dude's scary as fuck. Yeah, he's a monster.
So I would like to see that fight.
Him
Maybe
or
about Derek Lewis.
Yeah, I was in Derek Lewis,
but
the
Derek
Black Beast.
This would be up a competition step up for Stefan Struve, I think. I don't know if he makes it out of that fight, but to me, Derek Lewis is looking for bigger stuff, bigger names. I
don't know what Derek Lewis's thing is, man. He called out. Remember, he called out Roy Nelson after he beat Roy Nelson because he said I can knock him out. So he wanted to fight him again. Like, hey, bro, for sure, take your win and get the fuck out of here.
He's been on a fucking tear, dude.
Yeah.
He's got Derek Lewis 4 fights in a row. Last 2 were Gonzaga and Roy Nelson. So
yeah.
After this, I think he needs to jump up. But I don't know really.
I would like to see Derek Lewis versus Stefan Struve. Fuck
out
it.
of the top 5, I don't know.
I don't
know. Heavyweights is so tough right now. So slim.
For sure, I think the next up is Velasquez versus Stipe. Let's make that shit happen.
That's the fight.
Got to. All right, moving on to the second fight. Gegard Mousasi wins by TKO on Vitor TRT Belfort.
You call that a TKO?
Was it a TKO or KO?
Do you call that a TKO?
I would say a KO.
I would say a KO as well.
I mean, I don't know. I call it KO when he's flat on the ground. I'll call it KO what happened to OSP.
So OSP. Let's talk about that fight first.
Okay, let's go back.
So Jimmy Manuwa versus Ovince Prue. Okay.
Wow.
So I picked OSP.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick?
I think I picked OSP too.
Okay. So I was thinking OSP either by second round knockout, maybe even a decision.
Yeah, I picked decision. Yeah. That didn't happen.
Jimmy Manuwa caught him with some fucking haymakers.
Yeah. Went to the body too. That second round, he went to the body, hurt. He really hurt OSP, and then of course just finished it off with that short hook, dude. Flatlined him, starched him. That shit was crazy.
Starched him.
Yeah, I've never seen OSP drop like that. I mean, obviously I'm not getting hit by that hook, but that hook was so short, and he was kind of leaning into it that just completely fucking killed OSP. Jeez Christ, he flipped he dropped like a sack of potatoes.
Oh,
bending on his leg and shit.
He fell on top of his leg.
Top of his leg. It was like, oh, dude, this is nasty.
Yeah,
fuck, dude.
Hold on. You know what it reminded me of? Have you ever played Grand Theft Auto and you're going through and the guy, you like jump up and you fall over and he's all bent over on the ground and shit, and you're like, is that a glitch?
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
Or shit, nah. Even when Gabriel Gonzaga knocked out Miko Kokop. Also fucking bent down his leg. Bent out. I thought he fucked up his knee pretty bad that fight afterwards. Yep. But fuck, dude, that was a crazy fight for Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting next? That's 205, right?
What?
That's 205.
Yeah,
right?
light heavies.
Yeah.
So he's ranked number 8 right now. OSP was ranked number 5, bro.
Wow, dude, that's a big step.
I think you give him someone like maybe Ryan Bader.
Right. Well, he's already fighting though.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Nogueira.
Oh, that's right, Little Nog.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay, then why don't you give him Glover Teixeira?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I think Glover should take some more time off. Probably not the end of the year. Well, he's saying he wants a quick turnaround. He wants to fight at the end of the year. Well, is Teixeira ready after that fucking devastating knockout by Johnson?
I don't know, dude.
Well, did you hear anything about Gustafson's injury?
No.
What that may have been, because that's why he pulled out of the Nogueira fight.
Yeah.
But maybe him and Monoway.
Maybe that's a big jump for Jimmy from 8.
Yeah, it is. But I mean,
what about him versus Rashad Evans?
Rashad's at 185 now.
They still got him ranked in light heavy.
He's fighting Tim
Bosch.
No, he's fighting Tim Kennedy, dude.
That's right. Kennedy. What did I say? Tim Bosch.
Tim Bosch. He's fighting at 205 too, though.
He's fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're so thin right now at light heavy.
John Jones comes back. Fuck it.
But you know who you gonna give him? Shogun. I don't know. Corey Anderson.
Didn't he just get knocked out too?
Fuck, I don't know, bitch.
Fuck, it's hard to keep
division
up.
Sucks right now.
Yeah, it's not that deep.
You know,
people are getting injured all the time.
Yeah, he
too.
lost to Shogun.
Ryan Bader.
Shogun.
Him and Ryan Bader would have made a good fight.
That would make a good fight.
But Ryan Bader is occupied. He's gonna knock out Lil Nog.
I bet he doesn't.
I bet he does.
I bet he does.
I bet your money right now he does.
We'll talk about that fight when he gets here.
You scared?
Oh, we'll talk about the fight when he gets here.
Okay, yeah, it's true. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on. So which fight were we talking about before? We're everywhere, people. We apologize.
We're off.
We're just fucking everywhere, man. Fuck it.
Trying to stick to the
I like it. I like where we're going though. Fuck it. We're on the roll, so don't fucking fuck up our vibe.
Exactly.
Boom.
So the next one was the Mousasi versus Gegard Mousasi versus Vitor Belfort.
Yeah.
Which was a co-main event. Who'd you pick? You picked Vitor.
I picked Vitor off of bullshit. Bitch. Yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna win, but I picked him anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I might.
What I was hoping was that he was gonna be on TRT and then get popped afterwards. But that wasn't the case because he looked like dog shit. God, he looked terrible. He looked like a 40-something-year-old man.
Wow.
Is he 40? Yeah, he's 40-something. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for a long time, man.
So Vitor goes in. Mousasi basically all he has to do, or his game plan was to weather the storm.
Yeah.
And second round came out. Mousasi caught him with a high right leg kick.
Yeah.
Or head kick.
Head kick.
Rocked Vitor. Vitor kind of stumbled around, still standing.
Yeah.
And Mousasi just threw
Jumped
some
on
combinations
him. Pounced
that
on
looked
him, man.
literally looked like Vitor whenever he was against Weidman, he had Weidman up against the cage, or Vitor whenever he chased Vanderlei across the cage back in like
and
UFC
knocked him out.
2.
Yeah, it was like UFC 30 or some shit.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was prime Vitor. Fuck, he was dangerous back then.
So, you know, he did that. He took him down and literally just pretty much got the full mount right away and basically just started landing some bombs.
Yeah, it was.
And they stopped it. It was a TKO, but, I mean, when you're in the fetal position, that should be an automatic KO.
Yeah, I mean, not about KO, but TKO sounds right to me.
Nah, you're in the fetal
You're
position.
You're out cold, though.
If you're in the fetal position, mentally, you out cold. Okay?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
So, but anyway, TKO stop. It's for Gegard. Now Gegard's spitting some fire, calling out people, saying he wants.
He's like, what I gotta do? Do I have to throw bottles at people?
Yeah,
because I will.
So
that was more Russian.
Powerful.
Russia.
Yeah, I didn't know. Did Gennady Golovkin fight? No, man. But dude, Gegard looked awesome.
I mean,
his combinations were all on point. It was basically precision, accuracy with everything.
Yeah.
He was throwing uppercuts. He was throwing the kicks he threw.
He was
elbows
saying,
he landed.
He was saying in his post-fight interview that he's gonna win the belt and USADA's gonna help him do it. So throwing some shots at people, saying, "Hey, man, the only reason I lost to certain people is because we didn't have testing back then. Now we're all on a level playing field. Let's just fucking make a run for it." So, who I would like him to see. Would you want to see him fight Uriah Hall again?
No. I mean, I could see why you could make it.
I want to see him
ranked 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And Gegard saying it was a fluke. I also had Gegard going to go. That I thought was going to win that fight. Uriah Hall stunned everybody.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so.
What about Anderson Silva? Because he was eyeing Anderson Silva, even though Anderson was ranked below him.
Well, I would like to say yes to that fight, but there's a rumor Anderson Silva has a date.
Really?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Current events.
You got the current events posted already, son?
Come on, son. We'll talk about
Drop some fire on me, son.
So like assuming Anderson Silva's taken.
Okay, assuming, allegedly.
Gegard Mousasi versus the loser. You have to give them some because it's still going to be a high rank. So Robert Whitaker's taken, Derek Brunson's taken. They're fighting each other, I think.
Yeah, and then
which I called by the way. Anyway,
Luke Rockhold, Jacare, Weidman.
Mm-hmm. So I was
Romero.
thinking the loser of Chris Weidman and Yoel Romero fights Gegard Mousasi. If Gegard wins this, you literally can put him in top 5 contention. He just beat the number 5 dude, and then he would either beat the current number 2.
Vito is number 5?
Yes.
That's a stretch.
Well, who else is there?
That's a stretch.
The other dudes under here haven't fought the top guys yet. You know, you literally have Bisping, Rockhold, Weidman.
And then you have everyone tied up.
Romero, Vitor. And then you have Silva, not very active.
And you have Rashad Evans versus
Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy's 12.
Well, he's busting top 10.
Yeah.
He's busting top 10 if he beats Rashad, for sure.
I mean, Gegard Mousasi versus Talis Leites, would that be a step down for Gegard, I think,
that
as
far
as rankings.
So
if you're trying to move up, then I think
I don't know. I mean, I would like to see the Anderson Silva fight, honestly.
Me too.
But he say he might be busy, so I don't know.
I think he's busy. You know what? Fuck it. Let's drop the knowledge right now.
What's up?
Since we're talking about it. So the rumor is the UFC 206 is going to be, it's already taking place in Toronto, I think, or somewhere.
Drakeland.
So the match they have set up right now is DC versus Rumble for 206.
Yep.
Rumor is that it's going to be also Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre at 206.
I don't want to hear that shit.
I'm just saying.
He is.
Anderson Silva's son on social media is dropping all these posters.
His son?
Of them, yes. Of Anderson Silva versus GSP.
Little Spider?
Little Spider.
Is he training?
You talking about Mini Spidey?
Mini Spidey.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, Mini Spidey.
It's a good fight. I like it. It's he very good at fight.
I like to have Chell. Chell's good. Chell, come on barbecue, Chell.
He just automatically goes to Chell default.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fighting Chell again. Yeah. No, that's Tim Kennedy, sir.
I think I'm gonna be a very good fight. I didn't take him down. That's George St. Pierre. Just a lot of stuttering, very, very, very fast.
George St. Pierre, I can't fucking do it.
You don't like that?
I can't. I can't do it.
That fight's gonna have to be the main event because your championship fight.
Whoa.
Hold on, and let me tell you why. Because you don't want Anderson versus George St. Pierre 3 rounds. Because if it goes to the decision after 3 rounds, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna want to set up your championship automatic already 5 rounds as a co-main event and put that as a main event.
Do you really think that? I mean, like, but DC's a champion.
Right. DC's a champion versus he's defending.
But he's going to be a 5-round fight either way.
It's already going to be a 5-round fight. So the only way to automatically make this a 5-round fight is to put this in the main event. Plus, who are you going to go see? You're really going to go see DC versus Johnson too? We've already seen it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Of course I want to see DC versus Johnson too.
How long have we been talking about GSP versus Spider? For years.
Yeah, that's a fight that would have entertained me when Anderson was going on an undefeated streak.
Oh, okay, but yeah, Manny Pacquiao being knocked fucking dead versus FLOYD Mayweather, that still entertained.
Hey, that was an entertaining fight, but I wasn't calling for it.
But if that wasn't the I'd be like,
no. What I'm saying, I'm gonna see it, but the draw factor is not gonna be there. I think as big as it could have been. It's going to be there, obviously. But as good as it could have been, no. At his prime, at GSP prime,
when they were both champions,
prime, yes.
Right, absolutely. You're not going to have that.
I think the best bet is for GSP to come back and fight the champion.
I think.
I think I give him a pass.
This is an easy fight
I give him a pass at 185 and 170. I don't know if he can make 170 anymore because he's not really talking about it though. He's really talking about 185. Super fights. You know what I mean? Like you haven't really heard him say, "Oh, I'll fight Tyron Woodley or Robert Lawler back when Robert Lawler was a champion."
That's because GSP don't want none of the 170s right now.
He's like they're all top 5. He said, "I gotta beat him, and then I gotta fight him afterwards."
He's like, listen, Johnny Hendricks beat me once.
yeah.
They gave
I don't want
to
to fight
me.
that guy.
Hey, Honda beat me too. Yeah. They gave it to me too. Hey, Nick Diaz probably beat me.
I am not impressed with your performance.
I am not impressed with your performance. I would like to fight you. Him versus Matt Hughes. So anyway, that's the rumor. That's what's populating.
Shit.
Which is huge. Like I said, you have to make that the main event, though, especially in Canada. Come on, son, you have to.
Canadian, eh? Yeah. Yep. Want some maple syrup? I like it. Breaks in attendance.
Canadian bacon.
Why not? All right, man. So we're gonna put it on to the main event.
The main event.
Holy shit, was it a good fight?
It lived up.
It lived up, man.
Up to the fan hype.
I wonder how the ratings were, how the buys were.
Probably not very good.
Really? You think so?
I would give this fight 350.
I would say at least at 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because what's the average? Like maybe 8 for UFC?
I don't even know if that's high. I mean, you're talking about the average with or without Conor's numbers? Because
Conor's doing
1.7.
Yeah, he's doing mil, but I'm thinking you're averaging out around 6. I'm assuming.
Maybe. I mean, that's twice as good as Canelo.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I would assume average.
Yeah. Weird to say that.
Yeah.
Boxing,
that's the state of boxing now.
Boxing's biggest draw is half of the UFC's not so great of card.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Well,
never happened before.
It's just UFC's doing the marketing thing so great. What?
Why do you keep playing with your hair?
Because my fucking hair is awesome, dude. What the fuck you talking about?
Why do you do that?
I just love the fucking feel of it, dude. It's fucking long, man.
It does look soft.
When I had long hair in high school.
Can I rub my fingers through your hair?
No, you can't do that. Only girls can do it. But girls used to play with my hair. It was fucking awesome. Now that feeling.
Guys used to grab your hair from behind too.
You can't fucking keep this PG, man. Just kids listening, maybe. I doubt it.
What?
I doubt it.
There's probably some kids that have found it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I know my nephew, he's 7, 8.
Yeah.
Has listened to one of our episodes.
Yeah. The one we talked about dick jokes.
Shout out to my boy Jace.
Jace, what up, man? Go to bed, dude. You shouldn't be listening to this.
He listened to it with his pappy, his grandpa.
All right, man. We got to get to this fight. We'll talk about boxing in a minute.
Yeah.
First of all, okay, so we're going to just say Bisping retains the title, winning a 5th round unanimous decision. That was surprising in itself. Beating Dan Henderson. Who'd you have winning?
Bisping,
really?
Yes.
I had Dan Henderson winning.
Okay.
But
my cousin was updating me the fights. We're at the lake again. I had no internet out there.
Yeah.
So surprisingly though, I was able to find a good spot where I actually was able to watch the last like 3 or 4 minutes of the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now I know that spot. Thank you. But he said, he texted me. He's like, they fucking robbed Hendo. And I said, what? So anyway, I get back. I watch it. Don't see it. Do not see it. Just like I didn't see it with Pacquiao versus Bradley 1. I don't see the robbery. To me,
explain.
Okay, so on this one, to me, Hendo won the first round. Okay.
What? By how though?
10-9.
10-9?
He did not win a 10-8.
Dude, that was if that's not a 10-8, then what is, man?
No, because he cracked him so late.
Dude's
in the round.
almost.
He
was
him
almost
so late
out
in the
though.
Round, though.
Okay, go. Explain. Go.
It wasn't like an entire round of domination. It was a 10-9 round to me. Second round as well, 10-9. Because for about 3 minutes, Bisping was outboxing him.
Hold up.
Even hurt Hendo.
Wait a minute. Before I forget, because I know I forget.
Okay.
You say you don't score the first round a 10-8 round.
Right.
Because of the domination of the fight. That he was dominating the whole fight. But yet, if a guy gets knocked down in boxing, because it's going by a 10 point must system.
Right.
So if you're beating me throughout the fight and I drop you the last 5 minutes of the last 5 seconds of the fight, that's a 10-8 round. That's a 10-8 round for me.
Right.
Even though you're controlling the fight. So how is that not a 10-8 round? If you dropped them 3 times or 2 times.
That's not a 10-8 round because this isn't boxing.
But it's using the same point system though.
So there's a ground game to this game. So your 10-8 round doesn't have to come off a knockdown. It can come off a takedown. It could come pure stand-up. No. Absolutely.
They're not gonna give you an extra point for a
They're not
takedown.
giving you an extra point. They're taking away a point from the other.
Yeah,
team.
but they won't take it away. It will still be a 10-9 round.
Right, but if okay.
I'm assuming that they'll take a 8-10. They do a 10-8 round when you get dropped. When you get dropped on the floor.
No.
By a punch.
Then in that case, fucking Conor McGregor should have had a 10-7 round in the first fight.
No.
Okay. No, we're talking about he sat his ass down twice.
Yes, but we're saying it's a knockdown. One knockdown, boom. It's already 10 round. Have you ever seen when's the last time you've seen a 7-10 round? Which they have been, but you see in
MMA?
In boxing or anything.
Bro, it need 2 knockdowns in one fight.
No, there's never been there's been a 10-8 round. Even
Pacquiao,
even Pacquiao Marquez won. That was a 10-8 round.
No.
Look back at the card. Even though he's dropped him 3 times, it was a 10-8 round.
That was a 10-6 round.
It wasn't though. Round. It wasn't though. That's the thing. That's why it came to a draw.
No.
You think?
Okay. No.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I just want to throw it out there.
So
using a 10-point must system, you're saying that knockdown doesn't matter because of MMA for some reason, even though it's the same 10-point must system as boxing.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's all I want to say.
Different sport.
All right. Now you're on round 2.
Now and let me tell you why. Because so if you're just scoring this strictly off of knockdowns, what about the takedown? What if I told you 10 seconds into the fight, Damian Maia took some dude down and for 4 minutes and 50 seconds literally beat the shit out of the dude on the floor and controlled his back, went for 10 submissions, or let's say 5 because Damian Maia going to get a submission.
he's going to get the first 2.
So let's say he goes for submission. He hurts the dude, never knocked him down, but he took him down for 4 minutes of the fight and he controlled his back. Dude never landed a punch, but maybe backwards like this. What are you going to say? That's not a 10-8 round. That's a 10-8 round. Never knocked him down. Took him down.
But that's total control, though. You just established around the total control.
Exactly. So this wasn't.
Bisping wasn't in total control.
Neither was Hendo.
But that first round, even up to the point of knockdown in the first round, I can only say this for the first round. It was an even fight.
Exactly.
The second round, what you were saying, Bisping was outboxing Hendo for almost entire 3 minutes of the fight, or about almost 4 minutes of the fight.
Right.
Until Hendo dropped him.
That happened. Right.
Who do you give that round to?
The second round,
Yeah.
still give it to Hendo.
You give the first round to Hendo and
The
second round to Hendo.
Hendo.
How do you have him losing?
Because I gave the next three through.
You gave
to
5.
Bisping.
You gave 5 to Bisping.
I gave 5 to Bisping.
Really?
Yeah. I gave 5
3
to Bisping.
For me, 3 and 4, straight Bisping. Obviously.
3 and 4 were boxing clinics.
Yeah, 3 and 4 there was no question about it. 3 and 4, Bisping won, hands down. 5, I gave it to Hendo. 1, Hendo. 2 is what really it really toss up. I'm thinking it was even. I thought it was even draw, making it even round, making it a draw at that point.
Okay.
But it wasn't. They ended up giving it to
Bisping.
Right. I mean, it's not like it's gonna make a difference. I just want to know
may.
what your
You may write a
perspective on round 2 was, and why that was a big difference. Why having control of a fight and getting knocked out? Because you saw Bisping's face.
Oh, absolutely.
He was fucked up.
But that was
and
the first
and
round.
I know that has nothing to do with the outcome of a fight. It doesn't matter.
Bisping can't see a guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. How the fuck did he make it through that round? So that fight without either of his eyes is beyond me. But you have a point where you're a guy's controlling a fight or who's inflicting more damage in a fight. What wins fights? Is it your boxing gonna win fights, or if I'm inflicting more damage, is that gonna win a fight? It's kind of like. It just depends on who you're asking at that point.
Right,
you know what I mean?
but you got to realize that this game, and especially boxing especially it applies to boxing. This is on a per round. You're not judging the fight. You're judging the round. There's the difference. Because you only have 5, for example, MMA. You only have 5 rounds, right? Let's say in this case there's 5 rounds. Each round is scored individually. You can't judge the entire. You're not going to go at the very end and be like, I judge that bitch 25-18 because I think he did more damage.
Yeah.
No, it's on a 5 round. You're getting a sample of 5 rounds each. Same thing with boxing. You're getting a 3-minute sample. Whoever does the most in those 3 minutes wins that round.
I just find it hard to believe if you're controlling a fight for 2-3 minutes, but you get totally devastated, drop back and forth manhandle for the next 2 minutes.
But that didn't happen in round 2.
That did happen in round 2.
No, he got caught in round 2, went down again. I agree. Was able to get back up.
But he was never back in the fight after that.
Huh?
He was never back in that round after that, though.
No, he was never in that back. So now you're talking about 2 minutes, or in that case, it was about 4 minutes or 3 minutes, like 40 seconds that Bisping controlled versus one punch that Hendo landed, knocked him down, tried to get some ground and pound. Ground and pound didn't work. And Bisping got back up after that. Wobbled as hell. Wasn't straight. Still couldn't see. But
I mean, what's weird is that me and you both agree that we both gave round 2 to Hendo. To one and 2 to Hendo. But say you gave round 5, I want to see where you saw it because I thought it was a Hendo round.
No, I think Hendo was a more active person as far as throwing stuff. But I think the cleaner punches and the cleaner jabs and the stuff like that, the small little kicks and stuff like that were easily.
You talking about Lineker Dodson then?
Right.
But Lineker won that fight.
I know.
And it's exactly the same, the opposite of what you just said. Who was more active? Lineker was more active. Who was more striking? Dodson, and Dodson lost.
Right.
So now are we basing it on no? But I'm not saying you in general. Are we saying now it's the judges that are doing these calls, or what do you think?
But that lines up to what I just said though. Dodson was a more technical striker, the counter striker in that fight. I felt that even though Bisping was going forward for the most of the fight, he was a bigger dude.
He was doing good. Those switch kicks were doing good, landing on Hendo.
But I feel like even in the 5th round, with going forward, whatever, when they were standing still and stuff, his punches were more accurate, even in the 5th round. Okay? So now I gave 3-4-5 to Bisping. Round 2's a question. So those scorecards that had 48, 47, 48, 47, that's what I had it. The question is round 2. One scorecard had it 49, 46. That person must have given 2, 3, 4, 5 to Bisping, which is where we draw the question. To me, there's no robbery.
I mean, I'm not saying it's robbery. I can definitely see how Bisping won, on my side, I thought the guy who inflicted more damage, who was more aggressive and got the knockdowns, control, not complete domination, but domination when it came to inflicting power, was Hendo. And I thought it was enough for Hendo to win. That's what I'm saying.
To win that round.
To win the fight.
But we don't judge the fight. You judge the round. I
mean, yeah. Well, I'm judging off 1, 2, and 5. That he won all those rounds.
He didn't crack him in 5?
He didn't crack him in 5, but he cracked him in 1 and 2.
Right.
But in 5, I thought he was aggressive enough. That he was being active enough. Maybe not landing everything, but I would say Bisping was, for the most part, on the back pedal for all of 5.
Right.
Most of 5. Though he was being aggressive, counter attacking, but for the most part, I thought it was Hendo round.
I'm gonna go back and watch round 5.
We got to go see it. We got to see it again. Again, I mean, I don't disagree that Bisping won. I can see that. I can see that because he was clearly the better boxer, the better striker, and then the point. But it just sucks, man. You want to see Hendo go out on top with I at least want to see Hendo go on top with a win.
Yeah,
get that UFC belt. He already had the Pride, Strike Force, fucking all the titles that you can ever want in MMA, and that dude's gonna go down one of the greatest of all time, man. Definitely.
Yep.
So shout out to Dan Henderson. He's officially retiring for this after this fight. So what's next for Bisping, man? What is it gonna take for Bisping to get his recognition?
I think you have to give him one of the guys. Whoever comes out of this mini tournament, the winner, least damaged, I think is who gets the title shot.
If I was Bisping, I would sit on this win. All right, he fucking knocked out Luke Rockhold. I wouldn't say he got lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't say he got lucky, but it was a big upset. He beat Dan Henderson, one of the greatest title fights of all time. Great story behind it. In his hometown. Rivalry. Now let's let the young bulls fight. Let's let the young bulls duke it out. We have Luke Rockhold, Jacare,
Yo
Romero, Weidman. The 2 winners of this fight each other at the end of the year. No, they're going to be pretty much in the beginning of next year. Then we get a fight mid-March, probably early summer for the 185. That's kind of long, though. But you see what I'm saying, though? Like if I was Bisping, he doesn't have that many fights in. Let's be real. The eye's getting worse. He took a beating this fight. I would take at least 6 months off before I even consider fighting anyone, especially those young fucking bulls that are ready to get that fucking belt back. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, I don't see Bisping beating Rock. I don't see Bisping beating any of the top 4, any of the 4 guys.
Well, what if you did this? We already know Chris Weidman's gonna win. So
really?
Yeah. So
all right,
we do Bisping versus Weidman.
That'd be a great story.
Okay. So you have that title fight. This is just what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Bisping's gonna fight Weidman.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have Rockhold versus Jacare. Who wins that fight? Okay, let's say whoever wins that fight fights Gegard Mousasi.
No.
Why?
Whoever wins that fight has to be next in line after Weidman versus.
Right, but that's already going to be happening at the same time. Now you're moving this stuff.
Oh, so you're saying same time now? Okay, yeah,
you know
Gegard Mousasi could fight him.
So,
but I would like Gegard Mousasi.
Set up the next dude.
Yeah, I can see that because 185.
You're welcome, Joe
division.
Silva.
Yeah, you're welcome. You fucking idiot.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so go ahead. Let's move on current events.
1 second, brother. Let me step out real quick.
All right, let me see this. So we got current events. One of the things we've already talked about is GSP, possibly Anderson Silva, so we can scratch that one off. And the next one we have going on right now is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor just got fined $150,000.
I get fined more than most bums get paid.
Thank you, Connor. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not sure why.
You do nothing. You'll do nothing.
Is that the only word you can say?
That's it.
Okay.
and I'm a milk it, and I'm a milk it so I fucking can't say shit anything else.
Fuck your whole team. So he got fined $150,000.
Ain't nobody on steroids.
$150,000 for
throwing bottles.
But my question is, what the fuck is Nate Diaz going to get fined?
Dude, he's stocked. He ain't gonna pay shit.
What about
you gotta step on the wrist by USADA though.
Someone literally, Conor McGregor should have said, "You know what? That's horrible." Anyway, he should have been like, "You know what? I'm gonna donate this $150,000. I'm gonna fine. That's fine. You want to fine me? Give it to Jay Shields. Give him some throwing lessons." Because with them T-Rex arms.
To boys that can't throw good and can't do other things good either.
I think the only reason he got fined that is because he hit some kid.
Yeah, some woman got hit. It's
know?
probably settlement money. I would have sued too. Conor McGregor hit me with a fucking water bottle. That's great times.
Yeah,
good times, man.
So anyway, Conor McGregor's like, I get fined more than most people get paid.
Yeah, that's the truth, man. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So what else we got next? We're gonna do some boxing, or we got any more MMA? Because we got a little bit of boxing.
We have a little bit of boxing, but boxing been kind of slow.
Well, UFC. Oh, real quick, UFC 197, which we were gonna do predictions on, it got canceled this weekend.
No, UFC 97.
UFC Fight Night 97. Sorry.
So this was BJ Penn versus Ricardo the Llama Llamas.
The Llama Llamas. BJ Penn withdrew due to injury, so they canceled the whole card. It's gonna be in the Philippines.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's
I was looking
terrible for people in the Philippines too, because I'm pretty sure they could use that money.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Your president's trying to kill you over there.
Yeah, president's going crazy over there.
Manny Pacquiao running
He's
around.
running for senator.
Taxes.
Yeah, he's not paying taxes.
Yeah, hey.
Is that one to fight?
I'm
sorry.
Pacquiao's mom bewitched the guy.
Yeah.
You know, the hex spells and all that.
Beating up Jesse Vargas.
Just sucks. Anyway.
How dare you say that about the Philippines?
Anyway.
You know Thrilla Manila, right? You know Thrilla Manila, right?
Do you even know where the Philippines is?
It's somewhere in East Asia, bro.
Point. Anyway, moving on.
What we got? What else? Any other UFC news?
Get it out of the way. I think we're all right with
That's
UFC
it.
news.
All right. So Marquez recently told in an interview, allegedly, that he wants to have his last fight 2017.
Juan Manuel Marquez.
Who does he fight?
I'm
assuming 147.
You can, either that or 140. But you can have Juan Manuel Marquez versus Pacquiao 73. That's always a good fight.
No.
People pay to see Pacquiao get knocked out again.
Yeah, Marquez versus.
Just FYI, he won all 4 fights anyway.
I don't know, man. He's not gonna fight any young bulls, man. He don't want an EJ, and he's with Golden Boy. Who's he with? Bob Arum, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's an interesting story. Maybe Terrence Crawford, or is that too big of a name? No, he's a champion at 147. No, he's not. He's not a champion at 147.
I think this fight is gonna happen at 140.
I think he's too big for 140.
What about Amir Khan versus Juan Manuel Marquez?
Amir Khan could. He needs some. I mean, definitely Marquez not easy work, but he needs something that's no one's gonna knock him out. What do you mean knock him out? I don't fucking know.
He may knock him out.
I haven't
you don't
seen.
believe me? That's Pacquiao.
I mean, the thing about this, we haven't seen Marquez fight in like 2 years, so it's hard to tell what Marquez is gonna show up.
He's always that counterpuncher.
Yeah, he's always game, but
he drinks his own piss.
Does he still do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Of course
Marquez.
he does.
PP man. That's what Mayweather used to call him.
Excuse me, sir. Why your breath smell like dick?
Anything else?
Oh, you drinking that piss?
So Ricky Burns had a fight in the UK that no one saw on Sky Sports, and he won. Apparently, some guy, I don't know, he was undefeated, but they're trying to set up him with Adrian Broner. Ricky Burns versus Adrian Broner. Granted, Ricky Burns is 32, I think now.
It's just to give me 5 for Broner.
Getting up there, I don't see. And the thing about Ricky Burns is the only hype he really had behind him was he was undefeated. I saw him fight. Nothing special about him. Nothing really special. I mean, maybe it's just that UK European boxing style. Just nothing outstanding, nothing flashy, not a lot of power. Most of his fights are by decision. I mean, good boxing. Not gonna lie, good boxing, but no jab. Just kind of runs in forward with his head down, aiming, just waiting for Adrian Broner to do a counter shot. And Adrian Broner loves.
I feel like this is
people.
gonna be tailor made.
Yeah, Adrian Broner is just gonna piece you up, man. Especially the people that are real stiff and doesn't move a lot. That's just easy work for.
I literally haven't heard of Adrian
AB.
Broner since the last time I heard of like serious news out of Adrian Broner is literally whenever he was walking out from San Antonio, Texas, where he fought Marcos Maidana, and he was crying on the way out, and he was being held with both his hands.
What are you talking about, dude? You fought.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
It's like it's not the last time you fought.
No, I know he's
So yeah, that'd be a good fight for AB. I only see him do more things. I think that's a 140 too,
so
which is surprising. I don't think Adrian Broner can make 140.
Triple G versus Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, they have Triple G, Daniel Jacobs.
Those negotiations apparently have kind of gone downhill now.
So what I'm hearing is that Triple G, and since both of these guys are champions for the WBA, they're charging them a title percentage fee or whatever of 40% to make this fight. Yeah,
there's some fucking Hillary Clinton.
Well, they're both champions, so obviously the council gets a piece of the purse. Now with negotiations, they have a 70-20 by the WBA council rules because Daniel Jacobs is obviously considered a challenger, and since Triple G is unified champion for the WBA, he's obviously the champion. Mm-hmm. So they're doing a 70-20 split, so 20% to Jacobs, 70% to Golovkin. But from what I hear, is like Jacobs was like, why the fuck I'm gonna pay a 40% of a championship fee for being the champion, but still get the percentage of a challenger. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Like now, it's not about money. I mean, it is about money. It's not like, oh, you're not paying me enough money. It's like, hey, I'm losing money because you're not gonna pay me enough money. Right. So that's what I think. That's what the real problem is going with Daniel Jacobs.
Daniel Jacobs gonna whoop
Daniel
that
Jacobs
ass.
got some hands, man.
Daniel Jacobs gonna box that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight,
You're
man.
gonna be like, did I go to church just tonight? Because I just saw that piece.
Daniel Jacobs.
I just saw some pieces just be flying. He's a piece.
But Daniel Jacobs,
that 1-2 piece.
Daniel Jacobs has been knocked out brutally though.
Talking about that Tuesday special $1.19 2-piece 1-2.
Popeyes on the road. But Dan Jacobs has been knocked out, so it's gonna be a good fight, man. Good fight. So hopefully that's sometime in December. We're looking at. We got some more news. King Kong Ortiz signs to Ricky Hearns.
Oh, you talking about that boy Luis?
So he's now fighting for Sky Sports, and guess who he has lined up already?
USADA. Who do you got?
No. Malik
sure
Smith.
Test him.
Malik Scott. I'm sorry, Malik Scott.
Malik Scott. Yeah.
They're setting that up for I think November. So that's gonna be a good fight. You know Malik Scott from the guy that took a dive against Deontay Wilder. Yeah, you see that fight?
Yeah.
You saw that phantom right hand that apparently knocked him down.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder, the current WBO champ, fought, but they were friends. They were pretty good buddies. And first round, Wilder comes with a check hook right hand and kind of drops Malik, questionable knockdown, and Malik Scott just never got back up from that, and it was kind of questionable. The punch grazed. Granted, I've never been hit by Wilder, so I can't tell you what hurts or not. But it didn't look like it was contacted flesh on his head, so it was kind of questionable. And it was a black eye on Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder, but people forget so easy, so who gives a shit? But that's fight set up for the heavyweight. So yeah, man, Eddie Hearn's making some fucking moves out there because they're also closing up on negotiations for Klitschko versus Joshua, man. So that's gonna be good.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Last and not least, Mayweather's getting himself back in the news, saying that he saw during the Kell Brook Triple G fight, he saw some. He thinks Kell Brook exposed Triple G and that he would beat Triple G easy.
Hands down.
If
he was the same
What
size.
do you think? What do you think about that? Right now, Mayweather comes back to fight Triple G. Who wins?
I'm about to take Triple G though. The only reason I say that is because of the size difference.
I'm gonna say Mayweather can win.
What weight is this?
And I would say 160.
Can Mayweather weight 160? Bitch, can even make 154?
Can Triple G make 154?
Huh?
Can Triple G make 154? From what I hear, on fight night he weighs like 165.
So
Triple G.
Canelo said, "Let's do the 155." Now again, the 155 and 160.
The Kazakhstan looks very sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why don't he want to
154. Let's do it. They do it at 154.
I don't think Triple G can make 154, dude. I think he's just lean as shit.
But I think he doesn't cut weight. Again, what they were saying, Kell Brook was heavy on fight night.
I think that was purposely done to try to give himself some weight.
You think so?
Like,
you think he would literally start himself right before a fight, not rehydrate? I don't think so. I think Triple G doesn't cut that much weight as people think. Maybe the reason why he doesn't go up in weight too, because it's not naturally bigger weight. I don't know. Mayweather criticizes why that Triple G needs to go up weight to chase greatness because of Roberto Duran. All the greats went up weights. No one ever went down a weight to take over division. That's considered bullying and whatnot. But they were saying, all the greats go weight to fight, make greatness. That's why you see Kell Brook. That's why you see Amir Khan doing all that. They're chasing greatness, and eventually it's going to be on a point where Triple G has to go up or call bust. I don't think he can. If he does make 55, it's not something he can do consistently for 3 or 4 fights. So's Canelo. I think he eventually makes that move to 160 at least.
Hey, Chavez calling out GGG.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of.
Bundu
Jack wants to fight Triple G.
I don't hear shit from GGG versus all these other people.
There's a lot of people because there's still a lot of fights at his division that should be made.
GGG be calling out Chocolatito and shit. Come on, GGG, let's go. Let's go.
Last but not least, no one. This is a really funny thing that no one really. I just want to throw it out there. Mayweather. They asked him a question. I can't remember what the question was, but Mayweather just goes into. I don't know, but he just said, first of all, I want to say all lives matter. Black, blue, that we get caught up in all this stuff that people should learn how to take order. Pretty much, it was really surprising to me. Because no one asked him the question. No one asked him the question about.
Somebody had that Donald Trump answer.
Yeah, no one asked him the question about his political stances or what he thought about the whole stuff going on with cops and all this stuff and Black Lives Matter, and he just kind of off the top of his dome, he said, "Well, all lives matter." He just took it upon himself to give his 2 cents and say all lives matter. I mean, as much as I love Mayweather, man, I kind of think he's just saying this to stay relevant, man.
Oh yeah.
After that, he went on and criticized Colin Kaepernick for saying, "Oh, you should be worried about getting your starting job instead of what you're worrying about now." But that he's the number one. His jersey is number 1 right now, so I guess whatever he's doing is working. So I don't know. This kind of seems a little pandering to the crowd right now. Right. Just saying all lives matter. And it's an interesting stance that he took, you know what I mean? Because, shit, when's the last time Mayweather had to worry about cops pulling him over? You know what I mean? So, interesting take.
He's talking a lot of shit right now. He's talking he's talking shit that, good thing, Canelo's making GGG weight. And all this kind of shit that he could beat GGG, and you know what I mean. Yeah, so he's taking some
Canelo will beat GGG easy.
Canelo will beat GGG. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. That Kell Brook versus GGG look fixed.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Phantom hands.
Damn. Anyway, all right, man. So that's pretty much it. But again, shout out to Mayweather. I don't know what he's doing. He's just trying to. He's the greatest promoter of all time. Whatever he's doing, I'm sure he's doing it for a reason.
Vince McMahon begs to differ anyway.
I mean, not promoter, but promoter by himself. He promoted himself. Great. No, that's the fucking outline that people should be having. In all combat
sports, he is the best promoter of all time.
Yeah.
Bob Arum, Don King.
Go fuck yourself.
All these.
Go fuck yourself.
Hold on, Al Heyman.
Get there. Black Lives Matter.
Anyway, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. I'm just saying.
Panties, red panty.
Fishnets, I'm just saying.
Fishnets. What else? Is that it, man?
That's it, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
All right, man. So,
all right, guys. Thank y'all for watching or listening.
Yep. So hit us up. Follow us on Instagram Podcast. Like our Facebook page. Go to our YouTube. Share it. Watch it. Like it. Subscribe to it.
No bullshit. No bullshit. Got an announcement this week. I'll post it up on Thursday.
Yep.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all next week. We out.